Scorpio, this is your August 2019. So, Scorpio, I saved the best for last. What can I say? Scorpio, you guys, all right, first important thing was fire. Okay, so if you're cooking with oil, if you got that heat up too high, if you're frying something, whatever it is, if you walk away from that stove and you come back, you're going to have a problem. So, pay attention, okay, Scorpios, to fire. Excuse me. Also, you will put it out, I get, yes. Don't forget, don't put water on oil, okay? Just so you know, throw flour on it, put a lid on it, do whatever you can do, but no water, no liquid, okay? Also, too, love is in the air for Scorpios. Scorpios are very content right now. A lot of Scorpios are moving forward. A lot of Scorpios are getting into something new. A lot of Scorpios are doing a lot of traveling right now. Also catching up maybe with old friends, old family members, different things of that nature. All right, look funny to you. Anyway, sorry about that. You know, when I'm talking to you and I'm doing this video, I can see me in it. I'm just looking. But anyway, so where a job is related here to Scorpios, there's going to be some kind of change coming around your work front. This change could be either A, you're going to go back to school, upgrade something. B, you're going to take on a new title, a new position, also an increase, a raise. Or B, C, whatever I'm on, you may decide to resign, retire, or transfer. So that's coming. That's coming. But I also feel like, you know, for the majority of you Scorpios in your job, you're doing well. You like it. The day seems to go smooth. There seems to be a lot to keep you busy. There's enough work to keep you busy. So I don't feel like you get bored during the day. I do feel like you do look forward to your breaks or your lunches or whatever. But at the same time, I think you enjoy your job very much. Some of you Scorpios will be taking on an additional job, a second job, a part-time job. This may be in another warehouse or in a factory, something of that nature. Something not as difficult or demanding, but something that does pay well. I also feel like Scorpios are pretty much the social butterfly, male or female. It feels like you are also doing a lot of praying, a lot of meditating, bringing things to fruition. I also feel like Scorpios can move things, move things. When I say move things, it feels like Scorpios can make things happen. They can make things get done. When they put their mind to it, they can definitely put things in the order that they need to be in and address them one at a time. Scorpios are also very good at seeking attention or giving attention, either way that goes. I also feel like some Scorpios are being really silly right now. A lot of laughing, a lot of joking, a great personality, a lot of fun to be around. So if that's you, hey, hey. And if that's not you, that's your partner, you're cross-watching, then woohoo. But make sure they're being fun with you and not with somebody else. Because Scorpios, too, do like to keep secrets, so be careful. Not all of them are sneaky, but there are some, male, female. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyway, plumbing issues, electrical issues, house issues, leaking issues, water, roof, that kind of thing, all a problem. Also something down low, so maybe the basement area, problem. I don't know what's going on. Also, too, maybe replacing, Scorpios may be replacing some type of appliance. Also, too, something, be careful of. If you're outside, Scorpios, you're in the yard, something with a branch to fall down. You don't want to get hit in the head, whatever that is. Or something to do with a beehive, maybe a hornet's nest. Be very careful. Also could be in the ground when you're cutting the grass. You may not know it. You hit that hole in the ground where them bees make the holes in the ground. They could swarm up and get you. So watch it. Watch it. Have an EpiPen in the house because you're going to need it. Also, too, poison ivy seems to be a big thing right now around you. Just telling you what I see. Hang-ups and callbacks. Hang-ups and callbacks. So for Scorpios, I feel like you may get some hang-ups, but I feel like it might be just a technical issue because they will call right back. They will call right back. Also, to be careful, Scorpios, of deers in the road. Okay, it seems like a lot of Scorpios may be driving in the evening, and I do feel like you don't realize how quick, but it won't be just one deer. Usually it comes out one and four more come after that, so be really careful. I also get that a lot of you Scorpios may be preparing a meal or wanting to prepare a certain item, dessert, entree, what have you, that your grandmother or your mother used to do. Whether this is a cake that was made in 5 days or 7 days, I forget that Bible cake that you make, but there's some type of a cake that takes days and days and days to make. That is coming to mind, as well as a rice pudding where you put it in the oven and something about you pull it out and you spin it all around and then you put it back in again. Or you flip it, you turn it, stir it, and then put it back in again to get that second layer of crust. That's what I'm hearing. I love that cinnamon smell. Okay, for some of you, there's something to do with children or kids. So either your family's coming over, your children are coming over, your grandchildren are coming over, somebody's coming around to visit, maybe wants to stay a little bit. Somebody's going to visit, probably from a distance, okay? I'm also feeling like there is some type of reunion coming up, whether that is with your friends, you're going to meet up with old friends, or you're going to meet up with old schoolmates, or something of that nature, but I also hear class reunion, so that must be coming up for some of you. Also, too, somebody's getting ready for November for their birthdays, so excited to go somewhere, take a trip, whether it's Jamaica. Somebody may be doing a cruise. Somebody may be going to an island, deciding to do that for their birthday. I also get that there is some interest here in reference to stocks or 401ks. I'm also getting selling of a property, whether that's selling a house, a piece of property, whether that's investing into stocks, like I said, or 401k. Very strong, very strong. Also, I feel like there is something about bullshit. Something about bullshit. So somebody may be trying to sell you something and pretend that it's one thing, pretend that it has this income, pretend that you can make this much money with it, but I hear it's bullshit. It is a scam, so be careful of that. So any investors that come and approach you, be sure to check out through the Better Business Bureau or anybody else that you can check out to see what their work is. Also, that may be too with the carpenters or the people that do the repairs for you with the roof or the plumbing, or like I said, whatever all that is, make sure you're checking out the person who you're hiring first, because a lot of people might try to get money from you and never show up to do the job, and you're out of money. Scammed again. Somebody is definitely avoiding a conversation here, a phone call. Somebody may block you on Facebook. Somebody may be trying to intimidate you in a certain way. Somebody may be trying to fool or pull the wool over your eyes and fool you, saying that they are single when in fact they are not. Somebody may be trying to make it convenient to come over and spend time with you, Scorpio, or you may be fooling them and going over and trying to spend time with them, but yet you're returning to someone else, or they're returning to someone else. They'll find an excuse to leave very quickly after you've become intimate or have fun. Then they're leaving because they got to go answer to somebody else. Be careful. Some of you are going to deal with a Scorpio that is going to be very adamant about a certain decision or about a certain situation, relationship, freedom, whether that means to have an open relationship, whether that means to be in a committed relationship. I don't feel like somebody's going to match you, Scorpio. I feel like if you want the commitment, they want an open relationship. If you want open, they want a commitment. So I feel like you're going to have problems getting a balance where relationships are concerned. I'm also getting messages in reference to lessons are on the board. Lessons are on the board. So whether that means somebody's writing down different lessons for you to prepare, for you to get ready for, whether you're in school. This may be different things that you need to do. You may need to journal something. You may need to write an essay. You may need to do a book report, whatever it is. Lessons, I feel like the lessons, something was written, instructions, so to speak, were written down on the board. So maybe it's a guideline that you need to follow. Maybe you're working with oil burners. Maybe you're working with hot water heaters. Maybe you're working with boilers. But you need to operate them in a certain fashion. Certain things need to be done to maintain them to be safe every single day. Some of you have to document on what temperatures are, what time things happened, things of that nature. Whatever the details are, be very thorough. Double check everything that you're doing in writing, because if something goes faulty or something goes wrong, they're going to look at this log to see if you're at your job doing and documenting the way that you should. So if you don't document or you miss a certain part of it, it could cost you your job. Be aware of that, okay? It could cost you your job. The next thing that I have for you guys is something to do with account information. So whether you're not changing your passwords often enough, whether you have 5 different accounts, maybe you have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Yahoo, whatever. All those accounts all have protective passwords that should be changed every 30 days. Make sure you're using an uppercase. Make sure you're using one of those signs, whether it's an @ sign, the asterisk sign, the dollar sign, the number sign, the pound sign. Make sure you're using one of those and then some numbers, and don't make it anything that is familiar to anybody. Don't make it your child's name or your dog's name or your last name or 1234. Don't make it so convenient and so easy, because there's a lot of identity theft that is going around right now, and Scorpios will be affected by scammers, identity thefts, and things of that nature. Car thieves, so make sure you're locking your doors. Make sure you're locking your house. Don't leave any windows open, okay? Don't leave your windows down if you're parking somewhere to go into a store, even for 5 minutes. It takes 2 seconds for somebody to reach in and grab something. All right, so they are the warning signs as well for Scorpio. And Scorpio, it looks like you're going to have a pretty good August if you stay away from those bumblebees, stay away from the poison ivy. Watch out for the fire. Again, watch out cooking with oil. Do not ever walk away from your stove when it's on. If you need to go to the bathroom or something urgent, turn that stove off. Take that pan off of that flame. Put it on another burner right now. Put a lid on it until you get back from the bathroom. Then come back and put it back on. But do not cook with that heat up too high. Oil will burn, and then smoke, and then fire. So guess what? You don't want that. I know you got homeowners or apartment renters insurance, but it's not worth all the damage you're going to have to clean up. It's just not worth it. So, Scorpios, this is your August 2019. Enjoy your travel. Hope you enjoy your birthday. I know that's not until November, around that time, but I know you're planning on it, or you're making plans now. So get that passport or do whatever it is you're trying to do. All right, with that being said, this is your August 2019, Scorpio.